From the depths of radio nothingness comes Radio Nowhere.
This is Radio Nowhere. Is there anybody alive out there? This is Radio Nowhere. Is there anybody alive out there?
WJBD is proud to permit Radio Nowhere.
Back.
Welcome back. It is
Welcome back.
Radio Nowhere with Matt Donahoe.
And Matt Tackett.
And I think we have at least one other member floating around here somewhere.
I thought I saw one other member.
This is the show where we talk and play music that you don't normally hear on this station or any other. And we had two back-to-back right there that I think need some explanation. We started off the top of the hour with a band. It's actually a guy called Passion Pit. And then...
is that what his parents named him?
Yes, that's what his parents named him, is Passion Pit.
His last name was Pitt.
That's Mr. Pitt to you.
Does he have a Edgar Allan Poe-themed band ever?
Yes, he does. The band was just called And the Pendulum. And then... after that, tell me what we heard, Tackett.
A band called Gogol Bordello and a song called Start Wearing Purple.
What do you know about them?
I know almost nothing.
And where did you discover that song?
On the music service Spotify, which is pretty nifty.
And that song is just kind of crazy.
Yeah, it fits the, and I wish Steve had been here to hear it, because I think that would have been potentially his new ringtone or
anthem,
something. Yeah,
of some sort.
Because it makes as much sense as from an email that I once sent, as much sense as Steve explaining to his wife the Lord of the Rings saga at 2 a.m.
What? What's that story?
That I think was just an analogy, but
okay.
You know how Steve gets after midnight.
Yeah, we do.
And his rather loose understanding of the Lord of the Rings,
or anything.
Well, but something as compendious as the Lord of the Rings. Can you imagine Steve at 2 or 3 in the morning trying to explain in relatively succinct terms the trilogy?
Well, true. So, you just kind of caught me off guard there a little bit. So here we are. We're waiting for Steve to get in here and figure out what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know that he's...
And I've got a couple things to talk about tonight. But we'll wait till we get everybody in here and get rolling. So let's get back into some music now. It's Bush. Everything's in here on Radio Nowhere on WJBD.
Is it Zen? I always thought it was 10.
What? No, it's
Radio Nowhere.
Sorry.
All right, we're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Wait a second.
No,
we did that already.
Yeah, we did
What?
that part already.
Without me?
Well, you weren't here, Steve. And in fact, not only were you not here, but you told us that you were going to be filing a report from wherever it was you were going tonight. So one, you're not here when the show starts, and two, we don't have any report from you. So
Well, technically, I was here. I was in the other room filing the report. And second of all, if you check your email, you have that said report. But
okay, is there... All right. So do you want me to just play this?
No.
No.
I need to tell you where I've been.
Well, okay.
Where you been, Steve?
So tonight
Get with it.
Was the return of NASCAR
Make it snappy.
at the Gateway International. Well, it used to be Gateway International. Now it's the Gateway Speedway Park. I went to the Camping World Truck Series race there. Had a great time.
Okay.
So was it NASCAR or was it NAS Truck?
Yeah.
It's NASCAR Racing Series, but it's the Truck Series.
So it's a NAS truck.
NAS Truck. Not to be confused with NASCAT.
Okay, yeah. that I guess.
Get on with it, Steve.
So anyway, I met a very interesting fellow there, and you can go to my report now.
Oh, can I?
You may.
May I?
If you're capable.
I am capable. Okay, here we go.
Steve Stein reporting from Gateway Motorsports Park for tonight's truck race. I have met a man here who has come up with a formula to formulate the exact finishing order of the race. As the race is getting ready to begin here, Mr. Rod Hardy is here with me, and he's going to tell us his top 5 picks for this race.
Yeah, I got it. It's Darrell Wallace Jr., Germond Rokoga, Timothy Peters, let me think, Johnny Sauter, and I think maybe Ron Hornaday Jr. is going to finish 5th.
Okay, that's fascinating. Would you mind sharing for the first time with us here what your formula is?
And that's how I do it.
So yeah, and the incredible thing was he was exactly right using that formula. I just want to encourage anybody out there that is in fantasy racing or whatever. If you use that simple formula, you're going to be right every time. I mean, it was just incredible.
See, I thought the exact order they were going to finish in was 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Well, it was, but
Steve?
he named those drivers before you could hear. I mean, I don't know if you noticed that the race started in the background as we were speaking.
No, I didn't notice that. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm trying.
That was completely and utterly amazing. Somebody could take that formula and just run away with it.
I'm telling you, it's foolproof.
It's so. Thank you for filing that report.
No problem, and I'm hoping to have future reports, reporting on the scene for different things in the future.
And hopefully they'll be of that quality.
As insightful as that was.
More of this on the way at WJBD. WJBD Radio Nowhere. Tackett, what was the name of that song?
No diggity.
Who's a by?
Well,
I could see when the song started, Tackett's eyes started twitching a little bit like, I know this song, but it doesn't sound right.
I want to say the original was by Blackstreet.
The original was by Blackstreet. This is Ole Brown.
Holy.
Ole. And also, during that break, we were discussing, what'd you call it, the usefulness of Steve and his reports?
Correct.
I think they're extremely useful.
Okay. What exactly did we get out of that NASCAR report, though?
NASTruck.
Well, just because you guys don't follow NASCAR and aren't on the fantasy leagues and stuff, I mean, if you were, that would be a gold mine of information right there where you could pretty well dominate. So, like, all the listeners out there this evening
Do the weather.
now have key
Do the weather. That's what I'm going to say about this. Do the weather.
To do stuff
Do the weather.
with the NASCAR
Do the weather.
community.
And you told me that you're going to be starting a series of reports that you're going to be filing, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Well, we will, I suppose, look forward to that. Give us the weather, Steve. Make yourself useful.
Okay. For the rest of the morning, looks like we're going to get to a low of 47 tonight.
Morning?
Excuse me, 57
Wait,
tonight.
47?
57.
57.
Is this your first time doing
It's going to
this?
get down to 57.
See, we talked. Go.
Tomorrow?
Go.
It's going to be 87.
Tomorrow as in
It's going to be
Sunday or
As in
tomorrow
today.
Monday?
As in today, Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out
You
there.
sound real genuine in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Tonight, it's going to
Do me a favor.
possibly rain. There's a 50% chance of rain.
Start over
There's a 50% chance it
and
won't
make
rain.
it. Start
at a
up.
low of 71.
Make it interesting.
Yeah, start over.
Monday,
Start over and make
30%
this.
chance of
make
rain with a
this-
high of 88.
Make this worth listening to.
Monday night, it's going to get down to 72 with mostly clear skies. Looks like as we follow the rest of the week, Wednesday, 90 degrees,
Follow the rest of the week.
and Thursday, 88. So it's going to warm up a little bit.
Trying to
before
figure
it
out
cools
which
off a
one
little
was
bit
more helpful. Your
during the
NASCAR,
week.
your
And
NASCAR
it looks like
report,
it might rain
or
Friday, Saturday,
the
and Sunday.
weather report
That is your forecast.
You just did.
I'm weathercaster Steve Stein.
Okay,
Wow.
Happy Father's Day.
thank you. Radio Nowhere.
Radio Nowhere.
Godzilla.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Are we just yelling out things now?
Godzilla. Godzilla.
That we hear on the show.
Maybe.
What else do we hear?
Nest truck.
Just because you guys don't follow it, I'm telling you that information was
Well, I was writing
Crucial.
it down.
Do you want to know why I don't follow it, Steve?
because you're dumb.
No, because turning in circles for that long makes me dizzy. Get it? Following it because they go around in circles.
That reminds me of since you brought up the horrible gag. My cousin sent my wife one of those little internet memes or whatever you call them,
Memes.
and it was a dog saying, "How many times do you have to tickle an octopus to make it laugh?" And the answer was 10 tickles.
That was well worth it.
I think I would rather hear one of Steve's reports. Mm-hmm. No, not really. So Blue Oyster Cult
What was
got
before that?
Godzilla, Pearl Jam. No, actually, Pearl Jam kicked that set off, and then between that, we had the Handsome Family, Far From Any Road.
The Hansons?
Yes, the Hansons. No, it's the Handsome Family, Far From Any Road, which I
From
wanted to
Umbop?
play. That is the theme song from the TV show True Detective, which I just marathoned, which is one of the nice things about school being out. You can do, let's say, stupid things like that and watch 8 hours of a TV show in one setting. And I did that till 5 this morning. And it's excellent. So there's my little plug for True Detective. And then Pearl Jam. Tell us why Pearl Jam's on our radar, Tackett.
Well, because Pearl Jam will be playing at the Scott Trade Center in October.
And you're excited.
Oh, I'm pretty excited.
Tell us your big Pearl Jam regret.
My big Pearl Jam regret is not going to see them at Wrigley Field last year on my 40th birthday.
And you're from Chicago,
Correct.
originally. So this would have been like
Pretty awesome.
hometown boys homecoming.
Except for the fact that it rained that night, and it was
Oh.
actually kind of a bummer of a show, as it turns out, just because the rain and the weather and there was a lot of delays, and then it went on way late into the night.
But did they finish the show?
Oh, they did, yeah.
So now you've got tickets this year, though, right?
I do.
And that's in October, but you're going to St. Louis, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, and that was from their second album, Versus?
Well, it was from Versus. I don't know if that's really their second album or not, but
It was 10?
10 then Versus, yeah.
Yeah, 10 Versus. And then Go?
Maybe.
Is that next? Or Vitalant? No. That one's not later.
Three
Okay.
or four.
Huh?
It's probably 3 or 4.
Steve,
Yes.
you and I were here last week. We
That's
had
correct.
we need to take a sponsor break real quick. We should have done this at weather. And then we need to talk about this real quick and kind of wrap the whole show up. So let's take a break for our sponsor, John's Biscuit Emporium.
Hello, friend of mine. How much do you like eating food with your mouth?
I very much like eating the food with my mouth, especially the biscuit foods.
If the words you are saying to me are truth, then you must go on down to John's Biscuit Emporium.
John's Biscuit Emporium? Whatever could that be? Mayhap a source for biscuit?
It is the place for tasty, fresh biscuit buying in Salem. They only ever sell the most freshest of biscuits for eating, yum.
The fresh is my very favoritist biscuit to eat.
To eat with your mouth?
Why, yes, biscuit, sir, en route to my tummy.
Then let us adjourn to only freshness, not day-old ever at all, at the epicenter of biscuitry, John's Biscuit Emporium.
I give the biscuit a hug, and then I take a bite.
Open 6 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Me too.
Okay, so
I'm glad to see we did get the update.
yeah, I mean now it's got the hours in it. So I think Tackett, you were
perfect.
gone last week, but we had a complaint from our sponsor, John's Biscuit Emporium.
I figured that would happen.
And I guess they were kind of upset that the ad didn't have the hours in it. So John's Biscuit, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m.
They have to be.
So they
Please
should-
now.
How many
Yeah.
days a week is that?
I think it's 7 days a week. I'm not sure. They should have put that in the ad.
I thought so.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll get it next time.
Maybe.
perhaps
I just don't want to hear about it.
Mayhap.
ever.
So it is the end of yet another Radio Nowhere.
It is.
And we are closing in on our
1 year anniversary?
1 year anniversary. What do we think about that?
It's incredible, actually, seeing as I didn't think we'd make it more than
4 weeks?
a month or so.
And I mean, I don't think you've made it more than 4 weeks, have you?
What?
Have you been here every week?
I have there for the longest time. Yes,
When you're not out filing useful reports?
that's right.
So technically, this would be our 1 year anniversary today.
Technically, yes. This show is technically we have been on
calendar year.
1 calendar year. But since we had
A couple weeks off.
a couple weeks off, like for Christmas, New Year's, I believe there was a week when we all forgot,
bodes well.
things like that. So we haven't actually done
52.
52 shows yet, but we are planning a big spectacular for our 1 year anniversary.
So would that be the 52nd or 53rd show?
It should be the 52nd show,
Second,
right?
yes.
Well, that would be the last show in a year, though. The 53rd show should be the anniversary.
Well, but like you said, we missed a couple. I mean, if we're going calendar year,
It's today.
well, yeah, but we weren't prepared.
And that's different.
I was going to say.
That was kind of just discussed tonight. That,
Steve, we're never sure who's even going to be here.
that's true.
It's always kind of a little random.
But for next week, we
Like, okay, for example, the three of us are here. Let me see if I can find the texts. The three of us are here. Steve was late. And the texts we got within 3 hours of the show, like before the show goes on the air. One was from Funky
I didn't get that one.
saying, I thought I was going to be here tonight, but now I'm not going to be. Okay.
Okay.
And then the other one is from Chad.
See, I didn't get that one.
I didn't get that one either.
Okay. Chad sends me a text, I don't know, 3 hours ago or so.
It's dark outside and you can't drive.
Well, okay, almost as good. He sends me a text that says, is anyone going to be around for the show tonight? I text back, yes. And that's the last I hear of him. So he doesn't say, well, I won't be there, or good, I'll be there. It's just, is anyone going to do the show tonight?
And then nothing.
And I
he's
said,
gonna tune
yes. And for all I know, he's sitting at home listening going, good. So we're not sure from week to week, but
But back to our anniversary, I'd like to think that we've gone from maybe 1 to 2 listeners to 3 or 4 now, probably, hopefully.
and at least hopefully one of those likes. I mean, I'm not counting spouses and children.
Right.
I wouldn't let children listen to this.
Oh, my daughter loves to listen to the radio.
But we would just like to encourage you all to go to our Radio Nowhere.
Oh, geez, I'm
Facebook
sorry.
page.
I'm sorry. Are you doing the formal thing now?
I am.
Okay.
I'm
Do
fancy.
you-
I'm fancy
sorry.
lad all of a sudden.
Take us out of here, fancy lad.
So if you would please go to our Facebook page and
Oh, yes, good sir.
and like
Cool.
us and just tell us that you're enjoying the show or or whatnot. I mean, like we always say, if you like what you heard, tell a friend or like us on Facebook. But if you don't
Is
like
that what we say? I don't think
but if
we
you
ever said
don't
that.
like what you heard, don't
Downvote
tell
us?
anybody ever, and don't not like us on Facebook ever, even if there's a fire.
How about on Reddit?
Yeah, was I supposed to be ready with a song there? Are you formally signing us off now? Is that what we're doing?
That was just my final spiel of the show. I mean, you guys, if you want to contribute something, I guess you can.
Okay, Tackett, good show tonight?
Yeah, good show.
I thought it was a good show.
Yeah.
So, as we like to say, if you like what you heard,
Tell a friend.
and if you don't like what you heard,
Upvote us on Facebook.
Don't
No.
unlike us on Facebook.
no,
Wait, are we doing it for real?
no, we're done. We missed it. It's,
The moment
Don't
is
unlike
gone.
us.
all right, the song's on.
This has been an I Love Raisins production.
WJBD Salem Centralia.